Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Bebby and today I've got a brand new game in closed beta. It's Chronicles of Runescape. It's by the same makers, I think, as the guys that made Runescape, the online game that I played when I was 12. Played a shit ton of that, so yeah, I don't know, it's got quite the nostalgia factor on me. It's kind of a card game, but it's kind of different from, let's say, Hearthstone, the game that that I thought about right when I launched the game. I mean, the music is even fitting, although you could argue that they are just using remixes of the RuneScape game music. Anyway, I want to show you off some stuff, I guess. You can collect cards, craft cards, buy packs, kind of the standard things you have in card games. Guess I don't really have to show that off, since that's quite standard, and right now you probably wouldn't understand a lot of it, or probably most of it, but it doesn't make a lot of sense if we haven't played a match. So, I don't know, we could play a match online. It takes a long time, though, to find someone to play against, because the player base is very, very small, as it's still in closed beta and not everyone has access to it. But we could also always hit the practice mode and master our skills, as it says. I've got one custom deck, but I don't want to try that out. We're going to go with the standard deck, and we're going to do training on silver level. Maybe not the best idea, but who cares? Let's go and play against the Raptor, someone I already I've already beaten, but, you know, that's fine. There we go, and we've got a bunch of cards, as is usual in a card game, and we get an extra card because we start off second. We can toss certain cards in the beginning. Let's toss this card because it's too powerful. I'll explain as we go. And these potions are absolutely useless in the beginning of the game, so let's get rid of them as well. Alright, there we go. Yeah, let's explain. These are monster cards, so these are monsters that you will encounter on the battlefield. As you see right here, we got our hero, and we're going to follow a certain route, and eventually that route is going to lead to a portal, which is going to lead to a next chapter. As a grand total, you have, yeah, as it says right here, a total of 5 chapters. And if you have not beaten your rival, which is the guy over there, I'm this, and this is my rival, then you will engage in a duel until one of you dies. So the goal of the game is to defeat your rival by any means necessary. So, as we see right here, we have, for example, KGP Agent, which has an attack value of 1 and a health value of 2. Kill the beast and your rewards are granted. Right at the bottom, it tells you what you get for defeating said card. Then we also have ally cards, or spell cards. Pretty much the same thing. These are just resource cards, which generally cost gold. Some of them don't cost gold, but they have a drawback. Right here it says, for example, you lose your weapon. Then for stats, you have 30 health to begin with. Have that depleted and the game is over. You have gold. And you have total attack. Now, total attack is also affected by the weapon you are wielding, which slot is over here. Now, right now, I don't have cards that grant access to weapons, but I'm pretty sure we'll see that in the coming match. We also have an armor value, which is going to be over here. But same goes for that. Any damage that you receive, which explicitly states as damage and not health loss, it's going to be subtracted from your armor value and then from your health. Now, the health value, I think, is the only value that has a cap, so that can't get higher than 30. But your armor value can get as high as, well, whatever you can manage to get it. So, right off the bat, let's start by getting some gold. We're going to play this card as we don't have a weapon. It doesn't really matter that we lose our weapon, but we gain 3 gold. And right off the bat, I say we're going to lose 5 armor. Not really, since we don't have armor, so that's really good as well. And we're going to play our KGP agents. We're going to get, as a grand total, 2 attack power. Drawback is that we lose 2 random cards, but I'm not I'm not too keen on these cards anyway. So let's go and play. There we go. He is first, so he's the first one that strikes. This is also going to be the case once you enter in a duel. Not when you are the one that plays a card that enters you in a duel, but when you get to the end of the game without knocking out the rival. So there we'll go. We'll just let the game resolve this chapter. Alright, he's going to gain quite some armor value. He's playing the KGP agent as well. Kind of a common card. Oh, that's us. Sorry. Normally this is a desert, as you might be able to tell, but there's a lot of snow here because of, you know, the holiday season. Cannot really avoid that, right? Need to have that in your game. Alright, there we go. As far as I've seen, actually, the game is not too much RNG, so it's kind of skill-based, which I quite like. But yeah. Gain armor equal to rival's total attack. Now, his attack is 4 at the moment. Unfortunately, his weapon is going to wear out, so that's going to mean he's going to have... we're only going to gain 2 armor. Now, at the bottom it says we gain 4 armor, so we still gain that 4, which is going to grant us a total of 6 armor, which I guess is fine. It can kind of compensate with the damage the Dagannoth Sentinel is going to do, because we can't knock it out at once, which is going to result in him attacking us with a value of 8. And we can do it in 2 turns, so it's not too bad. We gain 5 health, so I'd say that's a good exchange. Your next enemy loses 4 attack. No, it's not useful. Let's go and play this. There we go. I mean, you don't want to play too many cards, because you won't be able to play any cards the next chapter, and you might actually need those cards. It's kind of... You got to balance these things out. You got to think ahead. Our weapon loses 2 durability, and we gain 3 damage. That's fine. We killed the Dagannoth. And look, we have 26 health again. That's great. And he plays the Monolith, which is going to give him attack power. But it also results in him losing his armor, which is, I guess, good. There we go, Chapter 3. So that we get some relevant cards. Okay, Jill. Draw a card, Battle Rival. That's good. His attack power is not that great. I would love to use Nasroth as we gain 1 attack power, but this is nasty. We don't have any enemy cards, which kind of sucks. Let's go for the duel. Hope that he doesn't have too many, but from what it seems like, he does have quite some enemy cards, so that's really unfortunate. Oh, but we did gain a monster card, so that's good. Or an enemy card. Alright. He's going to get some gold, alright. He might be able to catch up on our attack damage. And he's even going to strike us. That's great. I mean, I wanted to refrain from that, using that card, because we have the ability of gaining another attack damage. And I want to utilize that possibility. Now, this is a very nice card, because it gains... Or it gives us the ability to draw 2 cards. It gains us 2 gold as well, so that's great. Let's play these. I want the extra attack, and we want to strike our enemy. It's going to result in 4 damage. I think we're fine, unless he has some marvelous card which will, I don't know, do a shit ton of damage. We'll be fine. Tournament and another Dagannoth. That's fine. Now, there is a maximum number of cards that you can have in your hand. I think it's 10, but I'm not completely sure. So you should always watch that. Alright, there we go. We're getting another attack power. He's going to get a weapon, then, unfortunately, which is going to grant him a total of 7 attack power, which we have as well. It's quite nasty. Oh my god, he has a battle card. That's really bad. It leaves us with 4 health. So we're going to watch our health. Fortunately, we can strike him. Oh, but that is great. It's going to leave him with 5 health. We can actually kill him next turn by striking our rival. That's great. Right, I think the game is should be over. Unless he has some marvelous guard, which gives him like 1,000 armor. But I'm pretty sure the game is over. Ooh. Gain armor equal to a rival's total attack. Now that's dangerous. Yeah. Oh my god. He makes it as... Oh, he doesn't make it. Let's see, he's got a total of 6 health now. We're going to go and battle our rival. We get the first hit, and his health is down, which is going to result in us winning. Very good. And we gain a nice little chest. Let's open it up, see what we get. We gain crafting sapphires and store tokens. I'll show you exactly what you can do with that as well. At the end of each match, it shows you obviously who against whom, who fought against whom. It's going to show you your stats. Overall, not too important. I just skip over that. Then it shows you your results, obviously, which is going to show you if you manage to get to a new level. This is obviously going to happen quite fast in the beginning, and it's going to slow down later on. But we did gain a new card, so that's really nice. And I'll show you what you can do with those tokens. With those tokens, you can buy a basic booster. At the moment, I've got 232 tokens, which we can buy basic boosters with. We can't buy bundles, card customization, or legend customization yet because it's locked away. Let's see, I think we can... Yeah, okay, it's just the total. So nothing too interesting over there. But we'll check our collection. Right here you can build decks, but you can also craft cards, which I kind of like. I mean, this is kind of a thing that trading card games need. We can choose to trash all our extra cards, which I don't really have at the moment. So that shows you that there's already quite a variety of cards, which is always quite nice. But there are several tiers of cards. I think, yeah, you've got 4. You've got the common cards, the uncommon cards, the rare cards, and the very rare cards. You can also actually exchange certain goods, because at the end of each match, you get, for example, 10 sapphires. You can choose to convert these to emeralds so that you can spend spend emeralds as opposed to sapphires to craft common cards or uncommon cards instead of common cards. It's all quite self-explanatory. You've got everything. Everything managed per class, per rarity. Monster cards as opposed to helping cards. Wait, support cards they're actually called, and enemy cards. So there we got the official names, and that is the crafting basically. Let's go back and, well, a game wouldn't be finished without daily quests. You've got some daily quests which you have to finish. Then you gain access to an epic quest. If you meet the prerequisites, you can also add friends, and you can already battle. So that's pretty nice. I mean, that's a feature that needs to be implemented as soon as the game is released, obviously, or as soon as the first version is out. Let's not do that. But yeah, that's pretty much Chronicles of RuneScape in a nutshell. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'd like to see you guys around. As always, have a good one. Cheers.